Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a vlog style video because I have some garden projects that I am so excited to share with you. Ever since we moved into this house, I've been waiting for this day, and now we're growing things. Now we are starting out projects, now we're reusing, upcycling materials, and I want to take you guys through all of it. But in today's video, I will also share more everyday bits, and we have some eco products to review as well. And the green products that we are reviewing are from Shifting Gaia, who's also my collaborator on this video. When I started out in environmentalism, I wish there was a platform where I could get an overview of what brands were greener or what businesses to support, and there wasn't back then. But there is now. Basically, Shifting Gaia is an online marketplace where they share eco businesses and brands under one roof. So you don't have to spend hours of research trying to find a pair of underwear or a lip gloss like we had to back in the day. No, those days are over. They rate the businesses that are featured on the platform on multiple different parameters, from packaging to ingredient sourcing and waste management, carbon footprint and energy use, to their overall business model, strategy, fair labor practices, animal welfare and community engagement. So they sent me a package of some different brands that they've been rating, and no brands cannot pay to get a higher rating. It's really fantastic, and I'll link everything down below because you have to check this out. Without much further ado, let's get into the video. Once again, making an iced coffee with leftover cold coffee that I froze. And we're going to pour oat milk and new coffee on top of this. But this is specifically what I wanted to show you. Look at all this cress. I use this in my sandwiches on top of salads, and this is the most I've ever grown, by the way. So stoked. The birds, the weather is fantastic today. I also think this is the warmest it has been so far. And all I want to do today is just lie around my garden, do some garden work. But I'm going to host a food workshop today, further south in the country. So I'm headed out now, but I'll take you guys with me. I'm going to do a little green workshop. We're going to make some samples. It's going to be great. I brought 9 or so different elements for this workshop, including 2 types of vegan protein, which were both a big hit. This is the dish that we made. It's a little appetizer on a amuse-bouche, if you will. And this was the venue. It's a cinema, and the night went amazingly. People had such a good time, I feel like, and I was just really happy with the turnout. And remember, you can always make your workplace, library, or culture venue. Book me and I'll happily come and do a lecture and a workshop. Okay. I was just confronted with like a certain type of mentality that I hadn't really mapped out that I had still. So we have a planter, like a big tub that we're going to fill with our compost soil, and we're going to grow things in it. Very excited. The thing is, it wouldn't really be beneficial to have it directly on the soil. So we were thinking about buying, and that was actually just what I said. Like, could we buy like 4 blocks and put underneath it? And then we're just going to place the planter on top. And then we have the space. And then right after I said that, I remembered that we have so many materials here. Just so many materials. For instance, all these parts of the old terrace, this was here when we moved in. We haven't renovated anything. But all this wood, we also have all this wood. And we also have all this wood and all that wood, but that's neither here nor there. So I feel like we could just use these old floorboards from the terrace and place the plant on top of them. We also have these massive wooden boards. Some of it is stone as well, but these could be used as well. Or we could also have used all of these bricks that came with the house. I always take it as this massive learning opportunity when I realize that my thought pattern immediately goes to going to a store and buying something instead of looking at the solutions that I already have. No one is immune to that kind of thinking because it's literally what we have always been told. And to me, the idea of having these materials on hand is quite new. But I just see this as a massive win that we were able to make this solution work without buying anything. Yes! Now let me show you what it looks like. There's nothing in it yet, but that's coming. And then all my greens, herbs on the side. And then we have the upcycled, reused old terrace boards underneath to give it some space and to ensure that the grass doesn't rot completely underneath it. This is also just so bloody gorgeous. So I got overwhelmingly positive feedback on an unboxing experiment that I did recently. Not to promote, romanticize, or normalize overconsumption, but to give brands that are small with sustainable profiles a better platform, while also sharing things that I genuinely like and use. You guys seem to really like that. So we are gonna take that concept, but we're gonna add some feedback that I got from that last video. I want you guys to get the most out of this, obviously. So I'm not only going to show you, I'm also going to review these things. I'm going to use them in this vlog. I look at this as a tool that makes it easier for people to make more sustainable choices in their everyday life when we have to buy something new. Obviously, and we already know this, the best thing that we can do is buy less, but when we buy something, then buy something that is better quality, supporting brands and people that actually give a shit. We love to see that. So when we started this collaboration, me and Shift and Gaia, they sent me a box of stuff, which seems pretty rich coming from someone who just said that I'm not going to get PR in the next 2 years. Look at me, look at me. So let's see what's in this box. This is what we got going on here. And let me just say, past zero waste me would have cried her eyes out. Present zero waste me is also excited, but this was my dream, okay? We have dishwasher taps, and this is fantastic because I'm actually out. So we'll use these and see what's up with them, okay? Bamboo disposable towels. This is something I imagine using when I'm sick. I always carry cloth napkins and towels with me, but when I'm sick and I have to blow my nose several times a day, I'm not gonna use my vintage handkerchiefs, obviously. I don't have enough of them and they're fine with lace, so it's not for the copious amounts of Anyway, having these in my medical cabinet might actually be really handy. We have a soap, and I love a soap bar. 2 bits. This has a really strong scent to it. It's really fragrant. It is white sage and bright musk. Yeah, and juniper. Cool. Fantastic. Okay, what else do we have? These are refillable shampoo and conditioners where you can send back the packaging. These are with rosemary, vanilla, and mint. Can we smell these? Because I'm curious. That's so nice and fresh. Oh, this is good. These are from Plain Products and I'm looking forward to trying these for sure. I gravitate towards a soap bar the most of the time because it's difficult to find liquid shampoos and conditioners that live up to my requirements when it comes to both packaging as well as sustainability. So getting to try liquid formulas, exciting. You know, we always talk about everything we give up when it comes to sustainability, but imagine being so happy about a liquid shampoo. Like this lifestyle just keeps on giving. This is for the OGs. So I actually don't know this brand. This is Smile for Dental Care, but these are tooth taps. And me and tooth taps, we go way back. It's a nice metal container, by the way. Really, really love this. And these are with fluoride, which I do appreciate. And I made a video a while ago about some claims regarding toothpaste and tooth taps and which one was more sustainable. And the conclusion in that video, based on the data that was available, is that there's not really a massive difference, but these are really great if you travel. You know, I love supporting a small brand rather than, you know, Stimorol. That's gum, isn't it? I don't know. We have some beauty things. I have been wanting to try one of these things. It's like a multi-color stick, but I just love the paper packaging here. And then we have this little fella, and it's a little stick. It has a lovely color that you can use for your eyes, for your lips, for your cheeks. How about that? Can we see some? Oh, okay, we can see. I am not wearing any foundation, anything underneath. So this is just, this is a bad demonstration. I'm gonna try on the lips. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm not mad at it. Isn't this the cutest thing? This is going straight into my purse because then I always have just some form of tint on hand. And a nail polish from Eden. I have their mascara, which is really great. And I don't have a lot of nail polishes. I have 2. My manicure right now are just tiny small dots. But you know, we could try and make them pink next time. She got some Shift and Gaia merch, little water bottle, and a towel. It's a massive towel. Is it a picnic blanket? Small picnic blanket? Large kitchen towel. Whatever it wants to be. Now let's put these products to the test and see how they actually work. I don't know if I've gone overboard. I might have. I have planned out a lot of things. Actually, I did that about 2 weeks ago, so you didn't see that. But there are sprouts everywhere. And one of the things that I want to show you is that I dug up a part of my lawn to plant potatoes. And I am so excited about it. Without much further ado, look at all my plants. We can actually start in here. We don't even have to go outside. I've planted out some parsley in this one. And then we have some leafy greens. This died. It actually never grew. It's just moldy. So we're gonna not look at that. I planted out some microgreens in the little cup, like the little glass I made from a broken wine bottle. And we have tomato plants. Okay. They're doing so well in here. I have another one outside. We'll go and have a look at that as well. I love the smell of tomato plants. Yeah, I could just rub these leaves together and smell my fingers. Almost a nostalgic feeling because my grandmother had a greenhouse and it smelled like that because she had tomato, she had cucumber. So the scent just activates something in my brain. Just birds everywhere. We recently had an evening, we were watching a movie inside, and the sound of the birds was so overwhelming. Like we had to pause the movie just to make sure it wasn't a part of the movie, but no, just the garden. And there's so much activity here. It's fantastic. I planted potatoes in these buckets. So we have these ones and these ones. Look, we can see the potato plant is coming up above the soil. So we have to cover all those sprouts now. The tomato plant outside isn't doing as amazingly, but that is not surprising. We believe in her and I hope she'll manage anyway. So I planted out sunflowers. So they are starting to come up here. And I think these are peas, at least some of them are, but it also looks like we have some dill coming up here. This looks a lot like dill. And here they are, the smallest sprouts. I don't know if you can even see, but there's some green there. I'm rooting for this little setup. The cress is absolutely cressing. I mean, like my experience with cress prior to this was growing it in like a milk carton on some cotton. And this is different. And it's just thriving and evolving. Overall, just like a really underrated herb. And you know, like we have lots of it. We have some parsley here, but it's not doing too swell. But I hope that it will manage. Like, are you ready to see where I dug up my lawn? Our idea when we moved here was overall to take a lot of this lawn space because there's a lot of it, and lawns are just tombs for biodiversity. Nothing really grows there. I mean, like we're kind of lucky that our lawn is mostly moss and wild vegetation anyway, but there's still a lot of grass there. So we wanted to convert a lot of this grass space into usable land that is both better for biodiversity and we would also be able to yield something from it. So that's been the idea all along. And this is sort of our first experiment. So yeah, we dug up this strip of grass and we planted potatoes here as well. And they are also coming up. That is also potato over there. There's some small sprouts going there. I don't know what they're doing. What is this? This looks like a little pea plant. This looks like a little pea plant. I don't know. But we have to cover these as well. And it's basically all the way down. Well, who could have foreseen? If anyone knows what I could possibly upcycle the past handle of a plastic bucket into, I am all up for ideas. Because I just lifted it and it obviously snapped right off. So. I've also thrifted some absolutely amazing garden furniture. And, you know, the thing I am the most excited about overall is the cherry tree. Because look what has happened in just a matter of a few weeks. It's doing so well. It's not doing so well. We've had the deer come in and gnaw at it. But then I think we did something that worked. I took some of my hair and I wrapped it around the branch. Those branches are untouched. So it's just this bit. But I think this might have helped. Or it's coincidental, but I'm leaning towards we did something right. I'm choosing to believe. I'm taking a break with my work right now. I have tons of editing and voiceover stuff to do, and I have to call my accountant at some point. But I'm taking a break because it's snack time. I was at a wedding this weekend. Two of my very dear friends got married after dating for 10 years. They called me a few days before the wedding to ask me about a vegan cake. None of them are vegan, and I was the only one there with dietary preferences, but they wanted to have a cake that everyone could share, and we were 35 people. I was so touched. That was so amazing, and they made so much cake. So I have some of it here in this box that I borrowed from them. It smells so good. So both me and my partner, we've just been snagging on it for days. So dense and spongy, but the mouthfeel is still really airy. They did such a good job. I feel like it's a tiny victory when you get like 35 people to have vegan wedding cake. Kudos where kudos is due. This is not my own recipe. I linked them to another recipe by another creator because it has no like odd ingredients or things that you do not normally have in your cupboard, and I'll link it down below as well. I've made it several times too, and it just is one of the best brownie recipes, easy to do recipes. I'm gonna eat my brownie. Stop being weird. Okay, so let's try the soap, the shampoo, and the conditioner. And it's a great day to do it because after a 10K run, I have probably the worst hair of my life. It definitely needs a wash. And I feel like it's standing up on its own. So we're putting these products to the test, I feel like. This is the consistency of the conditioner and the shampoo, both silky smooth and nice to the touch. But let's start wetting my hair and then I go in for the first round of shampooing. But it definitely needs another round. And just pro tip, turn off the shower while lathering because, you know, resource saving, it all adds up. The second round of shampoo foamed up really nicely when it started activating, and I felt this instant smooth relief when I applied the conditioner. My hair needed it, and it started relaxing and becoming softer right away, so I will happily be using every last drop of these products. This is what it looks like an hour after the shower, and this is what it looks like 3 hours later. I like how the waves in my hair ended up, and it all feels so silky smooth. I'm not used to that. Okay, I'm not used to having these nice things. Okay, moving on to the dishwasher tablets, which weren't covered in that plastic film that everyone says biodegrades, but turns out it doesn't. And they work like a charm. Everything came out clean. So 10 out of 10. No notes because it was clean. My main problem with the tooth tabs is that they sometimes do not foam up, so it just feels like you're chewing this dry pill in your mouth. But holy moly, these tablets were so foamy, I was not even prepared. I am keeping these in my overnight bag for when I travel, and then I now know that I won't have to compromise comfort when I do. I'll also link my deep dive about tooth tablets and sustainability claims about them in the description below. Because we're all about the nuance here. Moving on. I didn't show you this in the unboxing because I found it later. This little lip balm was in the box as well and I overlooked it. It's all paper and you push up the product that you need. It's so great. So this is from Sunny Made and it lives in my going out bag now. Also, I'm testing the multi-use tint again, but with proper makeup on this time, and it definitely goes on smoother. I used it on top of the lip balm and it blended together so beautifully. I really like the color as well, but let me know what you think. Is this working for me? I'm no beauty guru and far from it really, so I definitely appreciate some gentle feedback. And that is everything for this video. Thank you so much for sticking with the whole thing. I hope that you liked it. Let me know down below if there's something else that you want to see. And once again, a big thank you to Shifting Gaia for working with me on this video. I'll also leave all their information down below. If you're in the market to support a small eco business, this is definitely an amazing place to start. And no, I know we can't buy our way out of the climate crisis, but we still need underwear or like skincare and other daily goods. And sometimes it can be a really great tool to sort of navigate. Shifting Gaia can be a helping hand in that process. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I will see you guys next time. Take really good care of yourselves. Until then, bye.